Go.
Okay. Hello, my name is Anita Miller. Some of you know me, some of you know me just a short while. Today I was given the task of giving a brown bag speech. And in this speech, I am to show you 3 things that define who I am. I have 2 things with me that are physical, that define who I am. And the other is physical, but I can't show you what it is. These 3 things represent to me the past, the present, and the future. Your past you carry with you. It's a part of you, a huge part of who you are, but it does not define where you're going. In my past, I was a young girl, and I answered an ad in the newspaper that said, "Cocktail waitress needed." And with that, I began an odyssey into what I like to call the darker side of life. I became an adult entertainment person. I dabbled in drugs. I could say more than dabbled. I did them. And I spent 20 years of my life in that time. That's what this represents to me. It's called an SOB license, sexually oriented business. Some of you know what it is, some of you don't. But that's my past. At 40 years old, I took a totally new path. I decided that I would stop that business. I walked out of that business and I took a huge leap into the unknown. At 40 years old, I went back to school after having dropped out of school in the 9th grade at 15 years old. So at 40 years old, I went back to school. And that is my present. That's what this represents. I'm a nurse. I went back to school and I became an LPN. And after that, I went on with my education and I became an RN. That is my present. I'm still a mother, I'm a nurse, and I'm a grandmother. My past comes with me. It affects what I do every day. I had a lot of problems with my past. When I became a nurse, I had a hard time being professional. I still, to this day, struggle with the professional aspect. I want to bring that part of me into my professional world, and I can't do that. I equate being in that business for 20 years like being in jail or being in prison. When you come out, you have to learn how to adjust to normal society. And so with my present, that's what I've been doing. I've continued my education. I've become an RN. I'm continuing on to a BSN. I'm a grandmother. I'm a wife. Still, that past comes with me, but it doesn't define who I am. It's just simply a part of me. It gives me a better outlook. Sometimes a better outlook, sometimes not a better outlook. But it still comes with me. Which brings me to this. Number 3 is the future. My future is affected by my past, but it's not defined by my past. I am going on to be a nurse practitioner. I'm planning on a future where my children and my grandchildren do better than I did. I hope they learn from my mistakes. My children were affected by my past, probably more so than I am. Some of it to the good, some of it not. But I'm hoping that the future will be better for them. So in conclusion, I would just like to say that when you're looking at people, you don't know what their past is, what they bring with them that affects them every day. And I try, as a nurse, as a person, not to be judgmental, because me, myself, I know what I was in the past, I know what I am now, and I know where I'm going. And while my past is my past, and I bring it with me, and it affects me, it does not define me. I am defined by what I do and how I let my past affect me. And I hope that if my children can learn anything from my past, that it will be not to limit their future by what they've done in the past, but take a lesson from it, move on, and do better. And then their children will do better, and their children will do better, and I will have done what I set out to do for the future. I thank you for your time.